and welcome to another video in the Scriptcase macros course. So in this course, we're going through all the macros and explaining how they use them. Today, we're doing the scdate diff macro. My name is Nate Carpenter, and I'm the Scriptcase instructor leading this. So this is one of two macros that tells you the difference between two dates. So this one tells you in days. It returns the difference in days between the two dates. That's important. So let's go ahead and look at the documentation to see how they use this. So here's the Scriptcase macro documentation here. Let's scroll down to the date section, and there's our date diff macro. So I click that. So here's how you use it. You enter in first date, then you tell it the format of that date, and then the second date, and you give it the format of that date as well, and then it should return the difference. So here's the options for those parameters. The date, the format, and this format is the same as some other date functions, so you can watch those videos to see how that works. And then the date to and format. So here's some examples of how to use that. Let's go ahead and copy one of these examples so we can take it over to Scriptcase and start playing with it. So here we have just a blank application, just a place to put some code. And I'm going to assign this to a variable that we can echo out. So I'm going to call it date diff here. And we have two dates, so we can use this as is. So this date is actually before the second date here. So we're going to get a negative number. And we have the formats for those, so two different formats for each date. So let me just echo this out and let's run it, and you can see what it outputs. So this is going to be in days, so just one number. So let me go ahead and run this, wait for it to load, and there we go. So negative 1,451 days between those dates. Let's go ahead and put this date out in the future now, ahead of the second date. So this time we'll get a positive number when we run this. There we go. So 375 days between those two dates then, which looks just about right. It's about a month and a year ahead of itself. So that looks about right. So that's how you use the scdate diff macro to determine the difference in days between two different dates.